Hey guys, welcome back to Harsh-Worded Tenderhearted. Today we are talking about love languages.
Love languages. Woo!
I think we've touched on that before.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't remember when. Don't remember why.
Don't remember when. I think it had to do. I think we were talking about like compatibility
Oh
or
yeah,
something
it could be
around
something
there.
like that.
Yeah.
There's 5 different types of love languages. There is physical touch, receiving gifts, words of affirmation, acts of service, and quality time.
Fun fact: these love languages were actually coined by a Baptist minister
No way.
named Gary. Yeah, and he developed them after after what he observed, after patterns that he observed doing relationship counseling.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay, so we took a test. So there's like this 5 love languages, something or other test, and I swear to God it was free before.
It was free. It's like the first one that comes up when you Google love language quiz.
Yeah. I swear to God I've taken it before. I swear to God it was
I've taken it
free.
multiple times and it was free, yeah.
Now it's paid. So we found a free one on Reddit, link not down below.
They're pretty similar. Like
they are very similar.
Like a lot of the questions are the same.
Yep. Yeah.
My main love language is quality time. It's said that you enjoy doing things together. This doesn't mean just sitting in front of the TV, but also really giving each other undivided attention. This means looking at each other, talking to each other, and sharing your life, which makes a lot of sense.
What's the percentage?
38.
38.
38%. And my second place was words of affirmation at 21%. And then between the last 3, physical touch, receiving gifts, and acts and services is pretty even split around the board, around like 17, 14, and 10% respectively.
So they're all different.
Yeah.
Love that. Do you agree?
I agree.
You agree?
I'm not too sure about words of affirmation. I think I'm better at receiving it
than giving
it. Yeah, because for a long time I would feel like very awkward voicing my opinions.
Yeah.
And my feelings. But yeah, quality time makes a lot of sense though. I did think that physical touch was going to be higher than words of affirmation. Just
really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just like crave it.
Okay.
Like I'm like deprived of it.
Fair.
So like I thought that it would be like I would want it more than praise.
Right.
But I guess not.
No, I totally see it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like you get it?
Yeah, I totally get it. I totally get the that words of affirmation. Kai strives off of words of affirmation. The other day at work, I literally over the walkie-talkie I said, can you please do the ceilings and the walls? Because when we clean, it's a really intensive clean.
Yeah, very thorough.
Again, it's legal cannabis, so like the government is very involved in like the
procedures and
yeah. So we have to go like corner to corner on the ceilings and like the walls and stuff like that every time we do a new task in there. In processing, so we hate doing it.
I actually don't mind it.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it's because I know I'm good at it.
Okay, that's true.
I'm fast at it, you know?
Exactly. And it's hard when you're short.
Yeah.
Because like you're craning your neck, especially in that room.
The really high ceilings. I have a method packed down already.
And I over the walkie-talkie I said, can you please do the ceilings and the walls in the trim room? I was like, you are literally the fastest of all time, like the best in all the land.
And I was like, I don't know how true that is, but I am good at it, so I'll do it.
Yeah. I was like, did you hear me say that you're the best in all the land?
And I was like, yes.
I can't.
And I was like, I'll do it.
I can't.
It's because, like, doing well is already expected of me.
Okay,
so
fair.
It's not, like, much of an accomplishment if I do well on something, so I didn't really get a lot of praise. So it makes sense why I would want that.
That's true.
You know?
No, that's true. So my number one love language is also quality time.
Aw, twin.
Also at 38%.
Oh my god.
And then I have words of affirmation at 28%.
Ah, slightly higher.
Yeah. And then I have receiving gifts and acts of service both at 14%. And then I have physical touch at 7%. I also kind of agree with mine. The words of affirmation is kind of weird for me because I think I'm a little bit better at giving it than receiving it. I feel very awkward when people like encourage me. I love compliments. Mm-hmm. I do love a compliment, and I will gravitate more towards people that I hang out with that are more complimentary to me on a regular basis, right? But like the encouragement of like life, it pisses me off.
Yeah, because you're like, I already know I can do it.
Right. Yeah. And it's just, even with the acts of service, that makes sense that it's so low because, and they place like in the placement, it's the second lowest, technically, even though it's like 14%. But and I agree fully with that because, it pisses me off. Like when people help me, I get so annoyed, like with anything, whether I can do it by myself or not. I always say, like, if I think I told the story of when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and my girlfriend was literally just trying to help me get up the stairs and in the door, and I was so high off of drugs. My friend sent me a video the other day. It came up in her Snapchat memories, and I was like head hanging over the back of the chair, cross-eyed, like trying to get out that I need booster juice, but like I can't even get it out. I can't even like take down the thing, and in all of that, like in that state, I was so pissed off that she was trying to open the fucking door for me. I was like, I can do it by myself. Like, it's just a natural thing for me to hate when people help me. It's something that I have to teach myself in relationships and be like, okay, this person likes to help.
Yeah.
So I need to calm the fuck down and just let it happen here. And then I have to like, oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. But I like a compliment. I can't handle the encouragement.
I'm surprised that your acts of services it's low, right?
It is low. Yeah. And I think it's weird because I was thinking about this. I think this is all kind of like receiving. If it was giving, like my acts of, or my love language is like giving wise.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think it would be the top one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Even over
you love like
time.
giving stuff.
Yeah, and I like to be helpful, and I like to like, but when people do it to me, I'm like, get away from me.
I think that's why my acts of services are so low too, just because it's like I like doing things for like on my own. Like I don't know.
We're like hyper independent in certain areas of our life. That's just like, leave me the hell alone. Like,
yeah, it's like I can do it.
I'm good. Yeah. And it's almost like we perceive it as like they think we're weak almost.
Kind
or, like,
of,
not good enough, not smart enough, whatever. And we're dealing with it.
Yeah.
Physical touch depends a lot on the person. And I found it hard with the questions. I think I've also talked about this before, that physical touch has always been my biggest enemy. With friends, with family, with like romantic partners, anything. I hate it.
Yeah, we've only hugged like twice.
Yeah. In our lives. Like, I hate it. And then I met Car Guy, and it was like, it would have been probably like number 2. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was, I craved it, and like it was very, very regular, and I would initiate it very regularly. So I think it really depends on the person. But I think that's one surefire way to tell if I like you too.
Oh, if you're like touchy and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because normally I'm like
get away from me.
Yeah. Unless we're like playing checkers. Like, literally don't be in my space. Like, don't stand too close to me. Don't like, I hate when people are in my space. But I think it just depends on the person. But overall, 7% makes sense because even with friends, like, I'm just like, ugh, you're too close to me.
Yeah.
Like you're standing too close to me. I just can't handle it. Even when I'm drunk, kinda.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ugh.
I feel like you like it less when you're drunk, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's probably like a 4% when you're drunk, not a 7.
No, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Because I can imagine you just drunk, like physically pushing people away.
Yes. Yeah. I hate it when people are too close to me.
Even if you like stumble and they're trying to like steady you, like you could probably like push them.
I also love giving gifts, hate receiving gifts.
Oh yeah.
I don't hate receiving gifts. I think I've gotten better.
You'd rather prefer to
give
them.
Yeah. Like, I'll take a gift when I'm supposed to have a gift. Like, normally, but when people like do the whole, oh, I was thinking of you, it kind of makes me feel awkward for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I'll take a message that you were thinking of me, but when there's like a gift behind it, I don't know. I think it triggers my anxious attachment style.
Is it?
It triggers my fight or flight, I think.
Okay.
You know?
Is it like like a set gift, like here I got you this gift, or is it just like a passing like casual like, oh here I got you this thing because I was thinking about you?
I'm only good at it on my birthday and Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like specifically days that are like supposed to
Socially,
be
yes, exactly.
gift giving days, gift
Yeah.
receiving days.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Even on like Valentine's Day, kind of, I always try and go, this is awful, kind of, but I always try and go above and beyond so that I don't feel like I received more. It's not even a competition thing. It's just I'm so awkward. Like it feels like you don't
you're
get
like compensating kind of.
Yeah, you don't get a gift every year for Valentine's Day. It's not like you're supposed to, you know? So like it's weird. It's weird. But I am consistently doing the, oh my God, I was thinking of you.
Yeah.
But I can't take it. I appreciate it, but I just feel awkward. And I think that's another thing that, again, people need to keep in mind when you're like looking for love.
Looking for love in the villa.
Yeah, which we talked about when we talked about compatibility, but literally the compatibility of all the love languages, because it's like at that point, my receiving wise, like I don't like to receive gifts, but I like to give gifts. So somebody else would need to also like.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing because it's not always like receiving and giving is the same thing.
Exactly.
So
and
it's
even
hard
if, like,
to match it up and understand.
Yeah, and even if we both like to give gifts, like at that point, like, is it going to be competitive? Is it going to be just like too much? You know what I'm saying? But like, I would need somebody that likes to receive but doesn't like to give as much gifts, because I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like that's what would work the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that. And like the other person that would have to also be cool with that, because a lot of people feel guilty.
They probably would, because it's like, okay, finally somebody matches my freak.
But like I couldn't be with somebody that felt guilty also for like receiving and not giving.
Yeah.
Because it's like
that would just make things awkward and more difficult.
Exactly. And then we'd both be anxious. Like, I don't need to receive a gift when I give you a gift.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
Well, yeah, because then it's like you're thinking about it, and then you're like, oh my God, how can I one up this person? Like, it's not.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it makes me
feel
a
competition
so
and
awkward. I'm just like, I don't need to receive it. I think it's like the fact even of opening it. I've also talked about how my biggest struggle growing up was kind of like, I don't deserve to be here. So I don't even know if it's a self-worth.
Oh, true. You're like, I don't deserve gifts.
Yeah, like it's cool. I'm good. Like whatever. But I also feel bad when people spend money on me.
No, me too.
So like, yeah, I don't need one if I give you one. It's okay. And like my friends even know that, like around Christmas, like I literally don't need one, but I'm going to drop one off at your door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But, and it genuinely makes me feel awkward. Like I'm not even just saying that as like a, don't give me, like I'm a giver. But like, no, like it actually makes me kind of uncomfortable. But.
You're kind of hard to get gifts for.
Thank you. I try to be.
Like, is that intentional?
Oh my God. Not like intentional, but I appreciate it about myself. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm always like, every time this Christmas comes around or like your birthday, I'm always like, what do I get you?
I don't ask for much ever. Like I don't need much.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like difficult.
Yeah.
Because like I know full well if you wanted something, you would just get it for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm like, well, what do I get you?
And the things I get for myself are like lashes, like even if it's something like maintenance wise, I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? And my clothes, like it's hard to get people clothes anyway. Yeah. So like, I get it, but I do appreciate it about myself because it kind of matches up with the.
It makes things easier.
Exactly in my head. The quality time's kind of weird for me too, because I heavily need my alone time as well.
Yeah.
There's like a fine line between quality time and suffocation for me. It's a very fine line.
Yeah.
I need balance, you know? And I need somebody okay with like they couldn't want quality time too much, because if I've had that too, where I've dated somebody who wants it so much that I feel suffocated, and then
it triggers the avoidant.
Exactly. And then I feel guilty when I say that I need alone time.
This, yeah. And then they feel bad. Like, they're like, what if it's like something I did? And it's like, no, it's nothing you did. It's literally just like, I need alone time.
Exactly. So I like it when other people need alone time too.
There's a Reddit thread about love languages, and a lot of the questions or like things people post are just like, my significant other has this love language, but I don't have this love language, so like, what can I do? And a lot of the people in the comments are just like, get out of your comfort zone and like start small.
Oh, I was like, break up.
Oh.
Because it's like, yeah, it's true. Like, try it. But then it's like, I've done that too, where
Yeah.
I've tried that and I've lost myself fully.
Yeah, because if it like
you know what
doesn't
I'm
work, you
saying?
can't force something
Exactly.
to happen.
Exactly. And then I forced it for fucking 3 years. And then I
Yeah.
was literally, I had to find myself all over again.
Yeah, because it gets
Like-
like draining.
Yeah. Yeah. I was bedridden for like a week just because I was exhausted. Like, oh my God.
Because one of the recent posts was like, me and my ex-girlfriend broke up because our love languages were different, but we have an upcoming trip that we planned before the breakup that we agreed that we would still go on.
Yeah.
So I guess like they're planning on getting back together, and he was like, I still want to be with her, but like how do I change? Like how do I better meet her love language? Like I don't remember what it was. I think it was like words of affirmation.
Mhm.
And then a lot of people in the comments were like, you don't have to like shower her in compliments right away because he was like, I feel embarrassed when I like give her compliments and stuff.
Yeah, which is like, yeah.
Yeah, like
thing.
valid.
Yeah.
And then people in the comments were like, you don't have to like shower her in compliments or anything, but like maybe start small and like leave notes behind so that you're still like saying it, but you're not like saying it to her face. So like there's less like risk involved, kind of.
Right.
Because like I guess he was scared of rejection too. Like he was going on about how something in his childhood like made it that
it's
way.
Trauma.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, true.
And you know what? Like, we didn't say this last episode when we were talking about love versus limerence, but another way to tell. You know what I mean? Because he's like, I still want to be with her, but like, he's literally embarrassed, afraid of rejection. Like, it's like, are you just like in love with the idea of her? You know what I'm saying? And I was about to say, when you said that with the vacation thing, like, that makes sense to me. And I don't think it means, okay, so I forced it for a long time, kind of like that. It's like, what can I do to make this work on my end?
Mhm.
Because we're not getting through to each other. And very obviously, our love language is clashing. Not even only are they different, like they're clashing.
Yeah.
So then I took it upon myself to kind of change, and not change, but like mold.
To like better fit,
Mold what she needed me to be. And it was a need, like their needs. You know what I'm saying? It's not even just like, oh, like I want this. Like it helps you kind of function in your relationship and coexist in a peaceful way.
Yeah.
You know? So like, I'm like, I'm tired of the streets. But, it doesn't mean you have to stop being friends. I forced it for years and then we hated each other.
Yeah.
I hated her. I lost myself. I didn't know who I was anymore. I had to like refine myself. And it's like, if you just kind of like can say, maybe we are not compatible, you can still kind of, there's obviously things that attract you to that person, and you like hanging out, you like spending time together. So it doesn't have to, you don't have to ruin it.
The end, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like don't ruin it if you don't have to ruin it, you know? So like, especially if it's something that like you had already ended, like go on the vacation as friends.
Yeah.
You know, like it's cool, and like it doesn't have to end on bad terms. It doesn't have to like whatever. So like,
I feel like it would almost even ruin the vacation if he's like going into it.
If he tries,
if he's trying too hard to like fix it.
Yeah. And this is Lestopia, but Soph and Avery, that's what happened. I fully think that's what happened with Soph and Avery.
The clashing of love languages?
Kind of, but like, do I think that like things were going on with JoJo and Avery, like whatever, it's like a whole thing, but like, I think that was way too fast. Like that, I've been through that, girl. I am Soph, but like, in a female relationship as well, like it's just, it's rough out there, but you can kind of tell that they've said it themselves, they're better off as friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they did a whole video where they like reacted to her vlogs after they broke up, like her moving out vlogs of their apartment and stuff like that, and like Avery started crying. It was like this whole thing, but like the fact that they can kind of remain friends, understand where they both went wrong, and they had this trip to Italy booked when they were together, and they were broken up.
Yeah, they still went.
Yeah, they still
I
went.
love that.
And like whatever, and I think she was kind of on the outs with JoJo at that point. And a lot of people speculated maybe that's why JoJo broke up with her. I don't really think, like, I think that was just a whole mess of a thing, but that's a whole different story. Like, I don't think it had anything to do with Soph, to be honest. But they went and they're like friendly now. Like they see each other at the club. It's like
They make TikToks together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to end. It just might not work romantically, because romantic partners, whether you place importance in it or not, shift your life so much, whether you're dating, whether you're not dating, like whatever, like mentally and emotionally. And mental and emotional feelings are the hardest feelings to control. physically you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But mentally and emotionally, like, it's harder to go inside and like change those things. So like whether or not, like, it's not the most important thing to me, it's not the biggest priority, but I know full well that when you enter a relationship romantically, it takes the most energy out of you. Like, no, it's natural for a human being to want love and to want to give love.
Yeah.
So it takes the most out of you mentally and emotionally. So I think that's the place that we have to be the most careful, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, it has so much potential to like ruin you.
Exactly.
If it goes bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or mold you into a completely different person, you know? So I think it's just important to think about compatibility, you know? I'm like, I want to retire from the street so fucking bad already. Like, come on, guys. Okay, so moving on to our segment, we are going to be doing Would You Rather today. My first one is win the lottery and have to divide it equally between every member of your family, or win the lottery and have to live the rest of your life on a deserted island.
Do I have any contact with the outside world on this deserted? Wait, no, it's a deserted island.
Yeah.
Just me by myself.
Yeah.
How much would I win in the lottery?
I don't know. Let's say it's like a big jackpot.
Okay. If I have no contact with the outside world, what good would money get me? Because I can't like hire people to build me a house or like
That's true.
anything like that. So really, I just, you know,
Live amongst the trees.
yeah, live amongst the trees, but with like money. But what good is money if I can't?
Do you think
spend
you turn
it?
into one of those, like, you remember that little girl in that movie that was found in the deserted house and she's like in the corner,
Like Mama?
legs up? Yeah,
Mama?
Do you think you would turn into that?
I don't think, maybe if I was left alone with my demons for too long. I feel like I would have to like divide it equally.
I think I divided
I
equally
would
too.
divide it equally because
Yeah.
I already know that if I won the lottery and it was a big jackpot, I'm not keeping 100% of it. Like I will divide it among some of my family members, not all of them, but some of them.
Really?
Yeah, I would have. Like I like if I got like
I
$100
would
million.
buy some gifts. I would buy some gifts.
It depends on the person.
But
If it's like if it's a certain person, maybe I like will buy them like a house and put it in their name. But like I wouldn't give them money.
The only person I would give money to is my mom. You and my mom, I think.
Yeah.
Those are the only people I would give actual money to, you know?
Like I've thought about it before because like you would give money to like one of our aunt. Like I probably wouldn't give her anything,
I feel,
you know.
yeah.
But like I would buy my mom like a house or like a car or stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, set her up for that because like she loves spending money,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I think I would have to.
You'd
divide
want it
equally.
to go to something good.
Yeah.
And productive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you rather be cheated on with somebody who looks exactly like you or completely opposite to you?
So when I was in high school, I was kind of dating like this guy, right? And I didn't, like, it was one of those things I just did not want to be alone. Like I was in such a low point in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whatever, like I ended up just being like, sorry. No. And right after, like, he ended up dating and getting this girl pregnant that looked exactly like me.
Yeah.
Like exactly like me. And I showed a picture to one of my friends because like obviously before he got her pregnant, like the profile picture was at that point like him shirtless and this girl like laying on, like they're smiling and whatever. But I showed it to one of my friends that I worked with. She's like, I literally thought it was you. I thought it was you at first sight. Like I thought you were showing me a reference
It was
picture.
that closely resembled.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I was so flattered. I was so unbelievably gassed.
That is so funny.
I was gassed.
Well,
oh
yeah,
my god.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was, and then it's like you got her pregnant. Like your kid is always gonna look like me now,
yeah, it's
bro.
like you're always gonna have a reminder. Like you'll never get away from a woman who loves you. Like that's so funny.
Oh my god. And I think it was hard. It was easier too because I didn't really like him that much. You know what I'm saying? Like the man said I love you and I said thank you. It was like only 6
one of
months
those
in.
ones.
Yeah, like it was like, you know.
Especially as like a young adult.
Yeah, like a
teenager.
Placeholder, like cute glimpse of us, but like my bad. But I was so gassed. So probably
Looks like you.
yeah. I don't know. Like because I was going to say the complete opposite because it's easier to deal with. I think it depends if I have feelings. Like depends on my feelings for that partner. I think.
Yeah, I was about to say because I've had both. Like my ex-boyfriend ended up dating somebody who looks nothing like me, like white blonde after me.
Yeah.
And then when Danny Boy and I stopped talking,
Yeah.
he started talking to this one girl, this Asian, this
Yeah.
Filipino,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, that one felt more sick. But I also feel like I like Danny Boy better.
You felt more sick?
I felt more sick.
I was gonna say too, it also depends if they have a type, because if I change their type, I feel gassed. I'm gassed.
Yeah, because you're like, I am the standard.
Yeah. I'm so gassed. But when they have a type, it hurts my feelings regardless, I think, because it's, if I have feelings, because it like, it's just, they're just moving on.
Yeah.
They're just moving on. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like they're looking for me in somebody else. Like it's less apparent that they're, you know what I'm saying? So, but if I have feelings and I change your type, I'm like,
you're like, my job here's done.
Exactly. Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Would you rather? What would you rather?
Opposite.
Opposite? Okay.
It's easier to deal with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. I just like to feel gassed. Thought son or gay daughter?
Gay daughter.
Gay daughter.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, thought son, I'm thinking.
Is it because you have resentment towards thought sons?
Perhaps. I was thinking like frat boy. Actually, yeah, probably. That's probably exactly why.
Dead. See, I was actually thinking thought son because we'd hang out.
Oh, fair.
I think we'd. Not in the sense that like he would get fucking smacked.
Yeah, but it'd be a good like relationship. It'd be a fun time. Like,
yeah. Like I think
he'd
be. I think I'd be able to have the relationship enough that he'd be open with me, and I feel like I could change it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And also guilty thought daughter and gay daughter. So like somebody made a comment the other day on the Kevin Lang show. It wasn't the other day. I watched it the other day. But somebody, Trevor Wallace, I think his name is. But he
That name sounds familiar.
Really? Comedian, gay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But he was on the panel and they asked somebody, I think they were trying to guess the Democrat. So they were asking thought daughter, gay son or thought daughter, like the typical version. And somebody else was saying that they would rather a gay son because like it's whatever, but like a thought daughter is kind of like bad parenting, bad choices, whatever. And then Trevor goes, no, because thought daughters can change and reform. Gay sons are stuck that way their whole life.
Oh, okay.
He is the gay son.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I switched it, and that's kind of why I switched it. I was like, wait a second.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, that's true, because I think I could change the thought son as a mother, but like being the gay daughter, it's kind of like, wait a second, you know?
Yeah.
And like even being the thought daughter, like I've kind of made steps to change and reform and like whatever. Like I don't think I'll be a thought daughter forever, but I'll be a gay daughter forever. And I feel so awful for my mom sometimes because like the U-Haul of it all is so hard to deal with as a parent. Like afterwards, like looking back on it, I'm like, holy fuck.
That's true. You do have a different perspective.
Yeah. And then I go and then I come back 6 months later. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like
it's kind of like whiplashy.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
And it's just supposed to happen forever.
Yeah, because those are a lot of like major life changes that happen in a very short period of time.
Yeah. And then the reliance of my mom of moving back in and moving out and like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's a lot.
It's hard. I would choose thought son. Yep. Thought son and thought daughter. No offense. Like I am the gay in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like as the parent, I wouldn't mind the gay either way. I think we would be homies regardless, but I think that it's a shorter time to have to.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm open to anything. Open to anything really. But it's more of like that TikTok trend that's like when your daughter comes home in love after your gay daughter comes home in love after the first date. You're like, fuck.
I do not know what that trend is, but I can see it. And
exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, shit. So you're like, let me tell you something. You'll be back in 6 months, girl. You know?
Oh my god, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Would you rather be the ugliest person in the world or the stinkiest?
Ugliest.
I agree.
100%.
I cannot be stinky.
Oh my god.
Because then you're smelling yourself and then you're always like self-conscious.
If I can smell you, you can smell you too.
Yeah, at least if you're ugly, you know.
Yeah.
It's like if you're stinky,
you can put on makeup, like whatever.
Yeah, you can get plastic surgery, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But like if you're stinky, then you're stinky.
Yeah, and you're ruining everybody's fucking day. Okay? I can't.
That's so funny.
Would you rather live the rest of your life behind the white walls or
What
be
does that mean?
sentenced to death.
What is beyond, like, be in solitude?
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
in solitary?
Yeah,
Or be
solitary
sentenced to that?
confinement, life sentence, or be sentenced to death.
Do I get enrichment in my enclosure?
I don't think so. I think it's just very like they
Death.
check in on you, they feed you.
Death.
Yeah, same.
I would go crazy.
same.
Are you kidding?
Death.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, put me out of my misery. Like, what kind of quality of life am I going to have if I'm just stuck in solitude?
Absolutely. Same. Same.
Would you rather fart every time you laugh or laugh every time you fart?
Laugh every time I fart.
Really? What if
Yeah.
you're, like, in a grocery store, like, in a
I
serious...
laugh a lot. I laugh
Yeah.
like by myself a lot. I'll be like walking around, I'll think of something and I'm like
I would laugh every time I fart. I don't think I could fart every time I laugh because I laugh a lot.
and it's like I don't fart a lot. I burp more often. So like
Gas comes up the other way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. Like if I'm at home and I'm laughing by myself, whatever. Or like if I'm at the store, I'm doing that anyway. Like I laugh all the time.
Yeah.
You know? I used to have teachers that said, oh my god, Natasha must have been like come out of the womb smiling, and then it faded and faded in my life as like
Like
the
diminished.
people noticing it and saying it would
Yeah.
fade and fade and fade, and I think I'm getting it back.
Oh my god, you're getting your pink back?
Yeah. After I lost 200 fucking pounds. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not even gonna say that.
Yeah, I think I would. I think I would laugh every time I fart, just because I laugh a lot. So if I fart every time I laugh, I'd be always farting.
Same. And I'm such like I don't know if anybody has noticed. I travel a lot when I laugh. So it would just be this whole spectacle. I'm like moving, I'm farting, I'm laughing. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Would you rather have to have sex on every first date that you go on,
Okay.
or have to wait until marriage?
I'd say I have to wait till marriage. I
No
I have
way!
attachment issues. I have attachment issues.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't think it would make a big difference. Anyways, I don't really go on a lot of dates. So either or, it's like,
Okay,
you know.
True.
You know.
I would 100% rather have sex on the first date every single time. I'm open to it anyway, regardless. And I think that we've talked about before.
Yeah.
But like I have a very high sex drive. So like whoever I end up with kind of has to match my freak regardless.
Yeah.
So I need to know.
If you can,
I
if
will
they
not
match
get
your
married to
libido,
you.
yeah.
I can't get married to you unless you match my freak.
That's
So I need
actually
to
I'm
know.
changing my answer because what if I have sex and they suck?
You'd
What
have
if
to
I
get a
married?
divorce.
Yeah. What if I
Yeah.
get married and like it's just not a fun
And
time?
your mom would be like, "You're getting a divorce."
Yeah, right. That would be a whole drama in itself. I would have sex on the first date. I don't have a lot. I don't go on a lot of first dates anyways.
That's fair. That's
So it's-
fair.
I think I'm changing my answer. Not waiting till marriage. Would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death?
I don't like this one. I think about it sometimes though. To be honest, I think the date of my death,
I would rather know the date as well.
because I think I would be very cautious and anxious.
Yeah, if you knew
if
the
I knew
cause.
how, because I'm also like I live by the thing that anything can happen.
Mhm.
So even walking outside would scare me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You wouldn't want to leave your house.
Exactly.
I feel like if you know
my
the
bed
date,
even.
yeah. I feel like if you know the date, you can like try to live your life fullest every day.
Like train your mind to like
Yeah.
when people get diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, like make
Yeah.
the most out of it.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you know the cause, it's like
I was
any
so
day
scared.
it could
yeah.
happen any day.
Yeah.
So you're living in a perpetual state of like anxiety.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I think like it could happen any day regardless, and like we live with that thought anyway, but just knowing the cause would scare me, I think. Would you rather live the rest of your life single or never be able to pass the situationship/friends with benefits stage?
Oh, single.
Really?
If I'm wait,
like kind
like
of just
I
only
thought
be
you meant
able to
like
date casually.
I thought you meant like get over it. Like be hung up on
No, no,
it.
no, no, no,
Because
like-
I was like, if I have to be hung up on a situationship or talking stage for the rest of my life, or be
I'm
single, I'm picking being
dead.
single.
No, like be single or only be able to date casually for the rest of your life and have like casual sex.
I feel like casual.
Same.
I would do the
Well,
casual.
Yes, no, same.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I don't care regardless, but like the casual is easier for me. I do
Oh,
it
yeah.
anyway, so like
Yeah.
I don't mind either way.
Well, even if you are casual, you're technically single for the rest of your life. Anyways.
I'm talking like completely single though. Like
yeah. Like
celibate
yeah.
single, you
yeah.
know?
No, I don't think I can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you rather detect every lie you hear or get away with any lie you tell?
You know what? I'm really good at sniffing out lies. And like when people are withholding the truth or like whatever. And I think I'm a fair liar. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I
yeah.
don't think I'm an awful liar. I don't think I'm like the most amazing liar, but I think I'm a decent liar. Okay, so that's all that we have for today. Thank you for watching and or listening.
Make sure you're following us on all of our socials at Harsh Worded Pod.
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like this video and subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.